Are you trying to buy a house in today's market? It's 2022 and it's become nearly impossible to be able to find the home of your dreams. Well, I'm here to tell you there are ways that will get you that home. However, you have to make sure that it's in your best interest when you make these decisions. Hi, I'm Jerry Lambie, and I just wanted to give you a little information on, people I hear over and over and over again. The houses are flying off the market and way more than asking and all of those things. And I just wanted to help you when you're trying to write an offer to get that offer accepted. Now, everybody wants the same house. So herein lies the problem. If you're willing to open up your options a little bit and find those homes that are not quite as desirable as the HGTV houses out there, just pick your own paint. Paint is cheap. Just keep in mind that it doesn't take that much to make it look just like those that you're seeing in the magazine. And it's all the colors you love. So that's your first step. Try not to be in the middle of all the competition. The less competition you have, the more likely you are to be able to get your offer accepted. Secondly, don't write an offer based on making sure you get it because you're going to offer $20,000 over list price. And that's all fine and dandy, but you have to make sure that your offer is going to be an offer that the seller is going to know that they are going to be able to move forward with that number. So I just want to point out, don't pay overpriced, don't pay more than it's worth. Check the market to see what it's worth. And if you intend on writing over, please make sure that you can support that overage with cash. I know it's a lot, but that is what is getting offers accepted. Knowing that the seller knowing that they are able to move forward with a number that is on their contract. So that's number 2. Make sure you can back up your number. If you're going to write an offer and make an appraisal contingency, then the seller just has to reduce the price. The seller doesn't want to do that, even though, that's what the appraisal is. They feel like, the sellers, they feel like they're losing money, even though they're not. But in their mind, when they're planning their future, knowing that the offer they received was one price, and now all of a sudden it's $10,000 less than what they had anticipated. It doesn't fare too well, and they really don't want to put themselves in that position. Especially if they're trying to purchase another home or use the funding for something else, they want to make sure that their numbers are accurate. And thirdly, the home inspection. So if you want to get a home inspection, which I always recommend you do, on the contract, put that you as the buyer would be willing to put towards any inspection repairs up to, say, $1,000 or $1,500, somewhere along those lines. So that way it reassures the seller that they know that all of a sudden, you're going to do the inspection and now you're going to come with a honey-do list. Well, they don't want to deal with that either. They just want to sell the house. So if you have a home inspection, then if you're in a bunch of competition and they don't want a home inspection, they'll always pick that first. So if you say you're going to do a home inspection contingency, but you're willing to cover any of those minor details, and they are more willing to accept your offer. If you're doing a home inspection and say you have a bad roof, or say you have a bad furnace, If it's more than $1,500 worth of repair, then those are renegotiated anyway. So it doesn't put you in a position where you are now required to purchase a property with a bad roof. That protects you that way. So that would be another way to be able to get around getting your offer accepted. The whole idea is your offer in competition has to be the strongest offer. It has to jump out at the seller. Pick me, pick me. And then the seller really is much more, likely to pick you. Because everything that you've offered is everything they need. Most of the time, I always call, have your agent call the listing agent to make sure that you can try to meet the seller's closing date. They may have another property already purchased, and they're hoping to close at a particular time. And if you're able to meet the seller's request for closing and you put that as a date, there's another check mark in your favor. So I just wanted to provide you with a couple of options to be able to get your offer accepted. It's really hard right now, but the main thing to consider when you're writing an offer is not how much you're offering over list price, but the strength of your offer that you're putting in front of the seller, so the seller has a reason to pick you. Happy shopping. If there's anything I can do to help, please reach out at any time, subscribe, and ring the bell for any more updates coming your way. Always happy to help. I service Northeast Wisconsin, Appleton, Fox Valley, and surrounding areas. I'm looking forward to seeing you soon. Thank you.